Welcome in, Aries. I'm Marie at Indigo Earth. I am here to do a general reading for you, our fire signs, Aries. So good to have you here. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Let's welcome in your cross-watchers. Cross-watchers, please feel free to swap around the energies as need be throughout the reading. And time is fluid, so anytime that you come across this message and you were drawn into it was a time that you were meant to listen to it. Messages coming through for you, Aries, should reflect some aspect of your current situation. Doesn't have to reflect the whole situation, as well as and or an inner knowing. So take what fits. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. It just might not be the reading for you this week. But for those that this does resonate with, I will have an extended at the end of this video. We will dive deeper into the messages by exploring the zodiac signs that come through in your reading. And the zodiac signs that come through can be about intimate connections, significant partnerships, as well as and or background players. So could be extended family, blended family, siblings, cousins, co-workers, best friends, work associates, colleagues, associates in general, just anybody that influences your energy field. So just keep that in mind as we go through the reading. And also, for those of you that like the content being shared, to help support the channel, you can like and subscribe, help it grow so that other Aries might get the messages that might be needed for them as well. Know that your support is very much honored and very much appreciated, so thank you. So good to have you here. Let's go. Let's dive into your reading. The moon right now is in the zodiac sign of Leo. It is until the 30th. It started on the 28th. Some of you could be feeling a creative energy boost. This is a good time to pursue those large-scale adventures, those kind of broader visions and broader perspectives, those broader spectrums, especially like in the fields of the healing arts or the creative arts, theater, film, media, technology, teaching. So aim high right now. Can use those energies to aim high. All right, so this is for Aries. Moon, sun, and rising. This is for Aries. Moon, sun, and rising. It's for Aries, moon, sun, and rising. Aries, moon, sun, and rising. All right, here you go. So your overall theme or the energetic theme for the reading is the King of Cups. This is kind of a global love, compassion. This is just kind of a love as an expression of life. King of Cups kind of represents, it's not focused in on one thing. It's a way of living. Let's see what your overall energy is. We have the Seven of Wands. You might be sitting in a very solid place right now. Holding your course, keeping focused, staying out of trouble, just holding your own. So let's see what your situation is. We have the Eight of Pentacles, could be very focused on something to do with work, a craft, a trade, what you want to do for your livelihood. Let's see what your opportunity is here. We have the Knight of Cups, doing something that you love, doing something that's inspirational to you, doing something that's heartfelt. You know, this could be an opportunity for you to move into an area that's really fulfilling for you. So let's see what the universe is working on with you. We have the Nine of Swords, helping you overcome your fears, helping you overcome the challenges or the blocks or things that might be kind of like putting you in a place where you're like, what ifing everything. or not knowing the future, going into the unknown, not knowing what's coming at you or what's coming up. Because you seem to be in a place where you're kind of guarding yourself. 7 of Wands. So let's see how you got here. We have the 7 of Cups. Making choices, or trying to figure out which choices to make, or trying to figure out which route to go. So let's see what's right around the corner for you. We have the Ace of Swords. Something to do with authenticity, something to do with what's real, what's tangible, what's moral, what's ethical, what holds integrity. Let's see what's fading away. We have the World. So you've completed some sort of cycle here, Aries. You've gone through all the phases of the cycle. So some sort of cycle here has already been completed. And it looks like you're kind of at the beginning stages of like rewriting the story. So let's see what the outside influences are. We have the Moon. Could be dealing with some deep emotions, some deep feelings, or there just could be things unknown to you right now. What are your next steps here? 9 of Pentacles, independence, self-confidence, doing what's right for you, and future possibilities for you. We have the 6 of Cups. So this could have something to do with maturity. This could have something to do with family. And this could just have something to do with nostalgia. This could be something that you've always dreamed of your whole life, or you remembered as a small child. Something that you wanted to do creatively with your life. So you're setting out here on an adventure. You're kind of rewriting where you're going, but you're not sure quite what that looks like yet. But you know you want to do something that has impact, both emotionally for you, as well as like for your family and those around you. So let's see where this is going to go for you today, Aries. Clarify the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Fool. We have the Hanged Man. And we have the Hermit. So I think you took off, you were very zealous, things are getting ready to go, you're really honing in on what you want to do, you kind of have a vision, you have a purpose, you have meaning, and I think you kind of took off on this, kind of just like, I'm going for it, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know how I'm going to get there, I don't know what's going to show up, but I'm going to trust, right? There's a bigger picture here, trust that this is going to work out. And it seems like things kind of got stuck here a little bit. Not stuck, but they're being on hold, put on hold. Because you got the Hermit and you got the Hanged Man. So this is both about reflection. It's about working with things from the inside out. Instead of working things from the outside in, this is about working from the inside out. So you're kind of at a temporary pause here. You're what I call marinating. So things are kind of, you know, there's a point where you start off doing something and you're on this adventure and it's exciting and you're all pumped up and you're, you know, getting everything ready in your stages of planning. And then things kind of like halt for a moment. So this is a point of like integration. There's a point where you have to integrate those energies before the energies can kind of move forward a little bit. So let's see what the Knight of Cups is. This is your opportunity, or it could be your challenge. This could be an offer to do something that you really love. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Tower, and we have Death and Rebirth. I think right now you're really putting your energy into building something for your life. There may have been a challenge here where there could have been a new start in love. And it may not have ended up, the Tower, it may not have ended up the way that you had anticipated it was going to end up. In fact, it really ended, death. You might be kind of blocking yourself now from like any other chance of maybe an offer of romance or chivalry or something coming in. You're kind of at, like, right now, really, see how she's turning her face the other way? Like, you're not there right now. You're not there right now. There's a fear because of what happened in the past. And that could be why the Six of Cups is here. It's because of something that happened in the past with the relationship that you may have thought was going to take off, or it was just a brand new start in love, and it just didn't, like, it kind of ended not very well. So now you're kind of holding off and blocking yourself away from anybody kind of entering in or bringing in, you know, asking you out on a date, or even, you know, kind of like, even if it starts as a friendship, or maybe even just doing something where there could even be a potential of feelings involved. So let's see what the Nine of Swords is, because this is what the universe is working on with you. Trying to help you through. We have the Ace of Wands, scared to start over. We have the Page of Pentacles, scared to put your trust in something or someone. And we have the Six of Swords. You want to stay in calm waters. So the universe is trying to help you work through this fear and not run away from maybe putting your trust out there again, starting over again, having some passion, putting your feelings into something, anything, or your trust into something or anything. There's something to learn here from whatever this situation was. There's something for you to learn here. Some kind of experience that needs to be learned, because the cycle has completed itself. And so you want to make sure that you're integrating whatever it was that this experience was supposed to show you in this lifetime. And it's trying, the universe is trying to get you not to run away from your fear, but to face it head on, where you're not trying to escape. Six of Swords. You're not trying to run out the back door or bypass this, but to face these fears head on. And they have something to do with trust, and it has something to do with desires and feelings and emotions. So let's see what the Seven of Cups is, how you got here. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Star. I think you opened yourself up to some kind of situation. I think you were very generous in this, very nurturing, kind of even almost very mothering. Maybe you shared your hopes and dreams, or you thought that this was going to be something that was, you know, everything you had hoped for or you had wished for. And I think it ended up being somewhat of an illusion. Seven of Cups. Sometimes that's being in some sort of like illusional playground. And I think you you really, really opened yourself up. You were generous, you were kind, you were really giving, nurturing. And I think that it brought you a lot of hope. You're putting a lot of hope into something. or someone. Take this situational or relational, however it works in your current situation or your circumstances. So let's see what the Ace of Swords is, because this is now what's right around the corner. This is, unless it's the real deal, it's with authenticity, integrity, moral ethics, do no harm first. You know, the thing about the Ace of Swords is you want truth, but it's a two-edged sword. So in order to have truth, you have to cut away that which isn't true, that which is illusional or could be delusional, Seven of Cups, in order to get to the real, what's real. So let's clarify what this Ace of Swords is for you, Aries. Because the universe wants you to start on this great adventure, what you're really focusing your attention on. But I think what the universe is trying to help you with, or trying to work with you with is that you're not bypassing going through maybe some of the fears, that you're not using this new adventure as a tool or a way to run away from whatever it was that didn't work out in the past. Sometimes you got to face those things and look it right square in the eyes, right? So for the Ace of Swords, we have the Ten of Pentacles, we have Judgment, and we have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Pentacles is something about that has to do with family. It could have something that has to do with children. It could have something that has to do with your livelihood. It could have something to do with the foundation that you've built for yourself. It's under some kind of review here. Trying to find out the real, what's real and what isn't. It's bringing up that quote in A Course in Miracles of nothing real can be threatened and nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God, or the peace that passes all understanding. And it looks like you're kind of searching, Hermit. You're kind of searching for like, okay, what is the meaning of all this and what's real? And it seems to be a lot to deal with. It seems to be a lot to handle. But I think you're gonna, you know, this is you're gonna pick up your wands and you're gonna take responsibility for this, and you're gonna keep moving forward. So let's find out what these outside influences are, because we got the moon. So something's still hidden. Something hasn't been brought to light. So clarify what the moon is for Aries. Yeah, it does. It seems overwhelming. It seems overwhelming because this might be something, you know, Judgment card, this is about kind of an experience will bring itself back around in a different form and in a different way until you kind of like figure out what the truth of it is, what it's trying to teach you, what it's trying to show you. And it could have something to do with, you know, family foundation. It could have something to do with the foundation you built your life on. It could have something to do with how you see family. And I think it's overwhelming. I think sometimes it just gets overwhelming. It doesn't look like you're trying to hide from it, but it looks like it might be trying to be bypassed by just putting your effort and your time into other areas and guarding yourself. Because this cycle wants to complete itself out. You've got the world, what's fading away. This cycle wants to complete itself out. So let's see what the moon is. Let me keep going here. Nine of Swords. The Hermit. Again, Three of Pentacles. So what's happening here, or what's the outside influences, is that something's being hidden, some deep-seated fears. This could be anything from like post-traumatic stress disorder, or just anxiety in general, or just, you know, overwhelming. You know, some people, you know, fear can be very crippling, and it seems to be building because it's hiding itself. The Hermit, it seems to be hiding itself somewhere. It's not being seen. Whatever this fear is, this could be behavior driven by fear. Fear of not being authentic, fear of showing up as yourself, fear of not getting love the way you want love, fear of not having your hopes and your dreams come to realization. Some kind of fear here is driving behavior. The underlining fear is driving behavior. Fear of not being enough. Because you're on a new adventure here, trying to build something in your life tangible that has to do with work related or craft related or trade related, and you've taken off and you're doing everything you need to do, and then there's been a holdup because this opportunity of what came into your life that had to do with love or a new beginning in love, I mean, it got dismantled. The tower is the tower. There's no other way to say it. Like it just death. And so even that situation was driven by some fear-based notion. And this is where your intuition comes into play. And this is where your seeking comes into play. You're seeking your own inner knowledge, your own innate nature, to find out what the truth of the heart of the matter is. And it has something to do with either family foundation or your foundational basis, because it's coming up again for review. And you've been carrying this with you for a long, long, long time. A long time. It's building. And it's been building and building and building and building. You're trying to figure out what this is. Seven of Cups. Like you're trying to, like, all right, what is the deal here? I'm opening up, I'm giving, I'm being nurturing, I'm being kind. I put my hopes and dreams out there. I put my hopes and dreams out for what I want. I'm trying to live by a place of love and compassion and empathy and understanding. But there's some fear here. There's some anxiety. There's some driving notion of not enough that is driving all this behavior, both in situational and relational. So let's see what the Nine of Pentacles is. We have the High Priestess. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords again. Your confidence, when the High Priestess shows up, there's a knowing. Something is known, but it's not really being looked at. This has something to do with maybe how you see yourself, your value, your worth. And we got the Ace of Swords again, right? Looking at the truth of how you really see yourself. How you really view yourself. There's something in here, right? She's the secret keeper. There's something in here that's known that isn't being seen, or isn't being brought up to be reviewed, or isn't being brought up to be aware. And it has something to do with value. 9 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles. Your value, your worth, how you see yourself in the world. Because the High Priestess is all-knowing. Nothing can get by the High Priestess. She's been to Hades and she's been to heaven. And she knows all the secrets. This could have something to do with Akashic Records as well. Could have something to do with, life purpose. It could have something to do with ancestral. It could have something to do with why you're here. Are you cleaning up some back karma? Karma, not in the sense of like good or bad, but energies maybe that needed to be cleaned up from previous generations before you. I don't know, that's something to look at or something to think about. Is there an ancestral line that needs to be... Like, addiction seems to follow generations. Not that that's what this is about. But addiction seems to be handed down generations until someone kind of... The light bulb goes off and somebody else kind of like stops it. And that kind of seems to be what this is. Some kind of truth driven by fear needs to be recognized. Because you got the 6 of Cups coming up again too. And that's about childhood stuff. Could be inner child work. So let's get one more on the 6 of Cups. Four of Swords, healing. And you got the 3 of Cups. And you got the 6 of Cups in reverse. This is for a few of you, but not all of you. Some of you could be prone to relationships of third-party situations. And third-party situations can be anything from somebody overworks too much, or they're just not emotionally available, or there's, they're always, their time and their energy is always going towards something else. This has something to do with the inner child that needs to be healed. Because you got the 6 of Cups twice here. Once in reverse and once in upright. And you got the 4 of Swords. Something within the inner child here that's driven by fear, trying to run away, not wanting to trust, not wanting to feel the feelings. Something that's being covered up. Because you got the High Priestess, secrets. You got the Hermit twice, something deep within you. You got the Moon, something that's not seen. And you got the Ace of Swords in here twice. Once in your next steps, and once in what's right around the corner. Some kind of truth needs to be revealed here. And it's about something that's deep within your psyche. And it has something to do with inner child work. That's what's coming through in the reading. Something needs to be healed. And that's why this part of really focusing in your situation, really focusing in on your job or your career or what you're doing with your life has come to a halt. It's kind of stopped you. Because in order to go on, there needs to be some sort of clearing here so that you're not putting those energies into what you're trying to create. And the universe is trying to help you with that. It's trying to keep you from running away from whatever it is that has to do with self-esteem, self-confidence, self-motivation, and showing up as being yourself, who you are, what's really best for you. Because in your theme, you've got the King of Cups, right? So this is a global love. More so that this isn't really just about you. This is about generations. It's about your children, your children's children, the children's children. And so whatever you heal in yourself, you are also healing for future generations too. Very powerful message, Aries. Very powerful. All right, let's see who's showing up here. We have the Hermit, Virgo. We have the Fool, that's Aquarius. We have the Hanged Man, that's Pisces. We have the High Priestess, that's Cancer and Pisces. We have the Hermit again. We have the Moon, Cancer and Pisces. Aquarius showing up here. Death and Rebirth, Scorpio. Tower, Scorpio. The World, Aquarius again. Judgment, Scorpio. I think that's it. So I'm going to look at those in the extended. We'll get some more information on that for you, dive a little deeper. For those of you not going on, let's get a message to you. This is from the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle deck by Judy Hall. Something tangible that you can touch and feel the energies and work with. So this is for Aries. Okay, you got 2 quartz cards. You have Smoky Quartz and you have Trigonic Quartz. Don't know what that one is. Smoky Quartz is number 28. So if you start seeing the number 28, that is a sign that this message was for you. This is transmutational magic. A stone for karmic healing. Smoky Quartz Essential Celestial opens into different dimensions and brings powerful transmutation. You have a powerful survival instinct and ability to go where others dare not. Transmute the past, realize that darkness is not evil, facing your deepest fears turns these into golden gifts. You know that death is only a transformation into another state of being. Take responsibility for your life and don't let others take control of it. Your divination is to be patient. Much stirs beneath a calm surface. There's your moon down here. Total transformation is close. It may entail a trip into the underworld. Your shadow becomes your brightest gift. So there's your 9 of Swords here and your High Priestess over here. Toxic emotions turn to positive regard. Ground your efforts in the everyday, but retain contact with the higher realms. Success comes through dedication and trust in your abilities. Mentors are available. Release yourself from the old enchantments. No part of you is evil or bad. Embracing your shadow leads you to healing hidden in the dark reaches of yourself. Your soul path right now is total transmutation. Wow, that wasn't right on key, right? With the reading. So let's see what Trigonic Quartz is. The Soul's Code. Trigonics hold the secrets of the universe and rapidly expand your awareness of multi-dimensions. Trigonics are cosmic coding for your soul. You are an eternal spirit on a human journey. As a result, you may feel that Earth is not your true home, but remember that you are here for a reason, a purpose. Expand your awareness, restructuring your physical and subtle bodies, beliefs, and your realities. Birth your soul fully onto this earth. Meditation triggers your soul's full potential and purpose. In reigniting fragments of your soul, you bring about wholeness. Recognize the multidimensional breadth of your own soul. Remain honest to achieve success. Reach beyond your apparent reality and your karma. Let go of conflicts. Renegotiate your soul contract. Heal all soul traumas and the etheric blueprint. Expel toxins from the physical and subtle bodies so you can download your higher frequencies and your spiritual energies and integrate your light body. Your soul provides everything you need for your well-being. And your soul path for this is evolution to the highest dimensions. So, Aries, it looks like there's some work to be done, but you're on your way. You are definitely on your way to opening up to endless possibilities for yourself. So, very powerful reading for you. For those of you going on, the link to the extended is in the description box below. And until next time, may the peace that passes all understanding embrace the essence of your being. Bye-bye.